What if I told you that a single whale lost $3.79 million in just minutes today, or that Fartcoin is pumping 19% while the rest of the market trembles before tomorrow's Liberation Day? This is Crypto Pulse, your essential 6-minute flash update for professional investors who can't afford to miss a beat. Welcome back to Crypto Pulse by Moonward Capital, where we cut through the noise to deliver the critical market intelligence you need. I'm your host, and today's April 1st update is no joke. We've got flash crashes, surprising surges, and a market holding its breath ahead of tomorrow's tariff deadline. Let's dive straight into what matters. Here's today's market matrix. Bitcoin holding steady at $84,267, up just under 1%. Ethereum showing strength at $1,886, up 2.44%. Solana at $127.61, up a modest 0.63%. Layer 1 projects continue dominating with over 36% market mindshare. DeFi rebounding to 6.38%, showing signs of sector rotation. And the Fear and Greed Index remains unchanged at 36.18, firmly in fear territory. Now for the developments that matter. First, the ACT token flash crash. ACT token plummeted 47% in mere minutes from 18 cents to 10 cents, after Binance suddenly reduced its maximum leverage position limits. A major whale was liquidated for $3.79 million with less than 3 hours' notice, triggering cascade selling. This wasn't isolated. DEXY dropped 30% and DF fell 20% as well. The exchange risk implications here are significant for newer, high-leverage tokens. Second, ETH's critical recovery. Ethereum has rebounded to $1,886, now trading $81 above the first major whale liquidation threshold. This is crucial. Remember those two whale positions controlling 125,603 ETH worth about $238 million? One has proactively added collateral, lowering their liquidation price to $1,701. This significantly reduces the systemic risk that threatened cascading liquidations just days ago. Third, comp surges on Upbit listing. Compound has jumped 17.2% to $46.35, following its Upbit KRW listing announcement. Trading volume exploded 764% to $448 million as Korean traders gained access. This surge happened despite reports that a founder sold 50,000 comp worth $3.09 million. Exchange listings remain powerful catalysts even in uncertain markets. Fourth, Gun disappoints after massive launch. Despite massive interest with 1.7 million participants staking $15.8 billion in the Binance launch pool, Gun has dropped 33% from its launch price to $0.077. The token has generated $452 million in 24-hour volume, but faces selling pressure with only 6% of supply in circulation. This marks the first major gaming token launch on Binance in months. Markets are bracing for tomorrow's Liberation Day tariffs. Gold continues hitting new ATHs above $3,100 as investors seek safe havens. Keyword analysis shows tariff mentions up 186% in the past 24 hours. Trump's administration is set to implement tariffs affecting imports worth over $1.5 trillion tomorrow. Goldman Sachs has raised recession odds from 20% to 35%, while EU officials warn of countermeasures. Ethereum's recovery reduces systemic risk, but the ETH-BTC ratio remains near 5-year lows at 0.022, suggesting potential for further upside if the ratio normalizes. Meanwhile, Solana shows deeply negative funding rates at -0.0083, indicating excessive bearish positioning that could fuel a short squeeze if sentiment improves. The DeFi sector shows signs of recovery with mindshare rising to 6.38%, its highest in recent days, while Layer 1 dominance continues at 36.36%. Beyond the ACT whale liquidation we discussed earlier, we're seeing an ETH whale with 60,810 ETH collateral adding funds to lower liquidation price to $1,701. Fartcoin whale activity increasing with multiple $500K plus transactions in past 24 hours. Walrus seeing major inflows to Hadal protocol with over $1.3 million in deposits, and a comp founder reportedly selling 50,000 comp worth $3.09 million despite the price surge, So what's the play for professional investors right now? The market stands at a critical juncture, with ETH's recovery reducing systemic risk while we brace for tomorrow's tariff implementation. With deeply negative SOL funding rates suggesting potential for a short squeeze and DeFi showing signs of recovery, strategic opportunities exist for those who can navigate the heightened volatility expected in the coming days. We recommend monitoring the April 2nd tariff announcement closely, positioning defensively amid potential volatility, watching for opportunities in oversold Layer 1 alternatives with strong fundamentals, being prepared for both tariff-driven sell-off and relief rally scenarios. That's your crypto pulse for April 1st, 2025. Remember, in markets driven by fear, objective analysis is your edge. For Moonward Capital, I'm host name. Stay ahead of the crowd.